You're not tired. You're overgiving. That bone-deep, soul-crushing exhaustion you feel when your alarm goes off, the kind that coffee can't seem to touch, isn't from a lack of sleep. It's the heavy weight of constantly pouring your energy into people, projects, problems that give you nothing back in return. You wake up with a to-do list filled with tasks for everyone but yourself. You solve crises for friends, cover shifts for colleagues, and hold your family together. By day's end, you're depleted, even when surrounded by the people you helped. The first and most common form of overgiving is emotional overinvestment. This is the silent, draining habit of pouring your precious emotional energy into a relationship where it isn't returned in kind. It's the feeling of being the designated strong one, the person who always has it together, the one who listens. But who listens to you? This imbalance can exist with anyone, a friend, a family member, or a partner. You become their unofficial therapist, their 24/7 crisis hotline, their biggest cheerleader. All while your own emotional needs are quietly sidelined, waiting for a turn that never seems to arrive. Maybe it's the colleague who uses your coffee break to unload all their work stress, but glances at their watch the moment you start to share. Or the family member who only calls when they need to be talked through a crisis, but seems to forget your big presentation is today. Let's run a quick diagnostic. Ask yourself, are you always the one to initiate contact, make the plans, and check in? When you talk, are the conversations fundamentally one-sided? A monologue about their life, their drama, their needs, with little space for yours? Do you feel a sense of anxiety or guilt if you don't reply to their texts immediately, as if you're on call for their emotional state? And finally, do you find yourself canceling your own plans or pausing your important work to handle their latest emergency? If you answered yes to even one of these, you're likely overinvesting. Your emotional energy is a finite resource, not an infinite well. And right now, it's running dangerously low. Every hour you spend dissecting someone else's drama is an hour you're not investing in your business, your health, your peace, or your own growth. You keep showing up for them, hoping that one day they'll show up for you in the same way. But that day rarely comes. It's time to stop seeing your emotional support as an unlimited free utility. Instead, treat it as your most valuable asset, an investment that demands a return. Start by asking a simple question before you give your energy away. Is this a reciprocal investment? Pay attention. Notice who reaches out just to see how you are. Notice who remembers the small details of your life. Notice who celebrates your wins, not as a footnote to their own story, but as the main event. Let's look at this in action. Meet Lila, a talented and ambitious graphic designer. Her friend, Chloe, is job hunting, and Lila dives in headfirst to help. She rewrites Chloe's resume, builds her a free portfolio website from scratch, and runs late-night mock interviews to build her confidence. But soon, the dynamic shifts. Chloe's requests for a quick look turn into urgent demands. Help is no longer a favor, it's an expectation. Plans get canceled for last-minute interview prep, and the late-night calls keep coming. Then, Lila lands a major client, a career-changing win. She calls Chloe, ecstatic to share the news. But before she can finish her sentence, Chloe interrupts, pivoting the conversation right back to her own job search drama. In that moment, Lila feels it all. The sting of being invisible, the slow burn of resentment, and the profound exhaustion from constantly giving. Her solution isn't a confrontation. It's a simple, powerful action, setting a boundary. The next time Chloe calls in a panic, Lila takes a breath and says calmly, "I'm so glad you called, but I can't talk right now. I'm on a tight client deadline." She doesn't over-explain or apologize. It's a clear, kind, and firm boundary. That single sentence feels uncomfortable at first, but it's liberating. It's the first crucial step to reclaiming her time, reinvesting in her own success, and finally, getting her energy back. Now, let's address the second major energy drain, misplaced loyalty. This is the silent saboteur that convinces you to stay anchored to a sinking ship out of a misguided sense of duty. It's the act of staying committed out of habit, guilt, or a shared history, long after the connection has ceased to align with your core values and future goals. You rationalize their behavior, you make excuses for the lack of reciprocity, and you tell yourself, "It used to be so good." The thought of leaving feels like a profound betrayal, a selfish act. But the truth is, staying is the ultimate betrayal of yourself. You find yourself loyal to a memory, to a version of a person or a company that no longer exists. Remember, history is a reference point, not a life sentence. It does not grant anyone a lifetime pass to drain your energy. In the professional world, this manifests as staying in jobs that underpay you, stifle your growth, and stall your creativity, all out of a misplaced sense of duty. You consistently overfunction while others underperform, picking up the slack because you feel responsible for the team's success, even when they are not. You're loyal to the company, but the company isn't loyal to your growth, your financial well-being, or your personal balance. Healthy loyalty is always a two-way street. It is built on mutual respect, shared values, and tangible, consistent support. Misplaced loyalty, on the other hand, feels heavy. It's rooted in guilt, fear, and promises made to a past self that no longer reflects who you are today. You must give yourself permission to evolve beyond those old obligations. Consider Anna, who co-founded a marketing agency with her friend Mark 5 years ago. Their initial vision was one of shared ambition and hustle. But now, Mark consistently arrives late, misses critical deadlines, and brings in very little new business. Anna carries the weight of the client work, the administrative tasks, and the financial stress, all to keep their shared dream afloat. She is utterly exhausted. Her loyalty is no longer to the reality of their partnership, but to the idea of it, to the memory of the two friends who started with nothing but a big idea. She's effectively running the entire business alone, while still splitting the profits 50-50. To break free, Anna performs a radical alignment test. She asks 3 simple questions based on their founding principles. 1. Are we both actively driving growth? 2. Are we both holding ourselves accountable? 3. Is our financial structure reflecting our actual contributions with integrity? The answers were a painful but clarifying no. No shared growth, no mutual accountability, and certainly no financial integrity, as she was doing most of the work for half the pay. This isn't about blame, it's about a fundamental misalignment. The partnership structure no longer serves the business or her well-being. Armed with data, not emotion, she initiated a difficult conversation. Mark, we aligned on growth and accountability. The business isn't growing, and I'm handling 80% of the workload. This isn't sustainable for me or the company. She shifted the conversation from emotional pleading to a firm, fact-based plan for the future. She proposed a restructuring of their roles and equity, or a professional dissolution of the partnership. This clarity allowed them to move forward, preserving their respect even as their business relationship changed. This same pattern appears in our personal lives. Think of a long-term friendship, where you are the only one initiating contact, offering support, and remembering important dates. You hold on to the bond because of your shared history, even though the present reality is one-sided and draining. Applying an alignment test here is just as crucial. Ask yourself, is this relationship reciprocal? Do we share core values today? Does this connection energize me or deplete me? The answers will give you the permission you need to recalibrate the relationship, not with anger, but with clarity. Once you've identified the patterns of overgiving, the next, most crucial step is to actively reclaim your energy. This isn't a gentle retreat. It's a strategic, deliberate redirection of your most valuable resource. This isn't a passive process of waiting for things to get better. It requires you to consciously pull back from the people, tasks, and mindsets that drain you, and then, with equal intention, reinvest that recovered energy back into yourself. To make this tangible, think of your energy like a financial budget. Every commitment is a withdrawal. Every moment of rest or self-investment is a deposit. For too long, you've been operating at a deficit. The goal now is to prioritize savings, to build a wealth of personal energy, sharp focus, and sovereign time. This surplus isn't selfish. It's your foundation for sustainable success and genuine generosity. Your first move is simple, yet profound. Create space. Physically and emotionally detach, even in small ways. This creates the vacuum necessary for you to hear your own needs again. A small no to an external request can be the most powerful yes to your own well-being. When you first start pulling back, expect resistance, not just from others, but from within. Feelings of guilt, selfishness, or anxiety may arise. Recognize these for what they are: withdrawal symptoms from an addiction to being needed. Your job is not to fight these feelings, but to sit with them. Acknowledge the discomfort. Don't rush to fill the new space you've created with busy work or another commitment. Just be. In that quiet, turn inward and ask the question you've been ignoring: what do I truly need right now? The answer doesn't have to be monumental. Maybe it's a 20-minute walk without your phone, or an hour to meticulously plan your week and personal goals. Perhaps it's finally enrolling in that course you've been eyeing, or simply sitting with a cup of tea in complete silence. The action itself is less important than the intention behind it, to consciously keep filling your own cup until it overflows. Here is a simple 3-step playbook to take back your power, starting today. Step 1. Implement the 1-hour rule. Schedule 1 hour of non-negotiable time for yourself every single day. This is not if I have time. It is a fixed appointment in your calendar. Use this hour to read, run, meditate, journal, work on a personal project, or simply rest. The only rule is that this time is exclusively for you, with no obligations to anyone else. Step 2. Master the limited yes. This is your bridge from a hard no to a sustainable yes. Instead of giving an open-ended commitment, you define the boundaries. For example, instead of "sure, I can help," try "I can give you 30 minutes on this after my morning focus block." Or, "I can help with that for 2 hours on Tuesday morning." You are still helpful, but on your terms, within your time. Step 3. Conduct a weekly energy audit. Every Friday, take 10 minutes to review your week. Make 2 lists. What activities and interactions left you feeling energized, and what left you feeling drained? The pattern will become undeniable. Your mission for the following week is simple. Find ways to minimize one item from the drained list and maximize one from the energized list. This is how you stop being a victim of your schedule and become the manager of your own energy. Let this sink in. Not everyone deserves access to you. Your time, your focus, your emotional support, and your energy are your most precious assets. Stop treating your availability as public. Protect it like a high-value commodity. Exhaustion is a boundary problem. Being effective, successful, fulfilled means fiercely protecting your energy. Choose your circle with intention. Invest where support is mutual. You don't need drama. Start with one small change this week. Reclaim 1 hour for yourself today. Say no to one thing that doesn't serve your goals. These small acts are the building blocks of a life where you drive, fueled by your energy, aligned with your dreams. You are disciplined and powerful. Stop giving your power away. Guard your time. Guard your energy. Not everyone deserves access to you. If this spoke to you, subscribe and keep building the life you want, starting now.